For this Dollar Tree napkin hack, I've got these gorgeous napkins with the shiplap background and the leaves, and then I've got this cool rake, like the head of a rake, and I can't remember if I got that at Walmart or at Dollar Tree. It's been a while. I got it last year. Anyway, I'm just going to paint the bottom portion of this rake with my white paint, and it's just to cover the orange background because I want to decoupage that napkin on there, and I will just get full of orange if I don't do that. I'm going to put the masking tape on the back and pull apart the ply, and then I'm just going to cut out a piece that's about the right size and lay down some Mod Podge, and of course I've let the paint dry at this point. I'm going to start with the top section. I think it'll be easier to work in sections because there's all those little lifted up or risen up pieces on there that make it difficult. So I want to be able to press in between each of those sections carefully and make sure that I don't rip the napkin. So I thought this napkin was perfect for a rake because of all the leaves on it. I just thought that was super, super cute. So while it's wet, I think I'm going to try ripping the edges. Now, it mostly works as long as I have a finger on each side, but of course it's sticky, and so everything's sticking to me. Then I'm going to go back over it with a little bit of sandpaper and just kind of get off those little edges. And I also covered the whole thing in Mod Podge, of course. So now you can see where the edges aren't perfect. So I'm going to take that little bit of sandpaper and super, super gently go over that. And then I'll add some more Mod Podge there in case anything lifted. While I can, before I add the flowers, I'm just going to add a hanger on the back with a little bit of rope. I'm just going to do a lark's head knot and then tie a knot at the top so we've got a nice hanger that comes from behind. I will go ahead and cut off the excess as well. So now I've got different types of leaves. I've got these beautiful sparkly kind of lighter leaves, and then I've got some that are like the deeper kind of orangey red with yellow. So what I'm going to do is first put on a bunch of those lighter leaves, and then intermittently here and there just add the other leaves for color. Because, you know, you've got leaves blowing from all different trees produce different colored leaves, and then of course it depends the time of year exactly when they fall off, what color they are. So I wanted it to look like an assortment that we raked up that got onto this rake. Then I'm going to add some white sunflowers just for color. I thought that would be really pretty, just to kind of give it a little bit of a difference. So I added 3 of the white flowers. And now I'm going to add a few more leaves here, just kind of falling down to fill in the gaps under those white sunflowers. Now you could use any color sunflowers you want. I just decided to go with the white because it would be a little bit different, and there's a lot of color in those other leaves, so I thought that was going to be plenty. I think this is so pretty. I love how easy this was too. And you could do this with one of your own rakes that breaks or something. If you ever have a broken rake, just make a wreath out of it. I think it's beautiful, and I can't wait to put it up on my door. You'll have to let me know what you think.